Let's see. Okay, so now we need to carry on from where we were last time. Okay, we're still talking about energy sources. Okay, can you see the paper?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. So let's look at the grammar. The future continuous. Okay, we use the future continuous tense for an action in progress at a definite point of time in the future. Okay, so we have to say subject will be plus verb ing. Okay, subject will not be plus verb ing, or question will subject be verb ing. Okay, so
Teacher.
yes.
Teacher. This week we were studying.
You studied it already? Last time
Yes.
you want to check if you can do it still?
Yes. Last week you just me this pack.
Okay, okay. So we can carry on then. Are you happy with it? You know it?
Yes, teacher.
You got it. Okay, now we can carry on. That's fine. So let's do future simple passive. Okay, we didn't do this page yet, eh? Okay. Subject plus will be plus past participle. Okay, negative subject plus will not be plus past participle. And question, will subject be plus past participle. Okay, so let's look over here. Remember, the passive voice is used in some cases when the object of a sentence is not important. Okay, so this passive voice means like very casual. I'm just saying it. Solar panels will be put on the roof. Okay, when
Yes.
the doer of the action is not known. Okay, alternative sources of energy will be developed quickly. So we don't know what it is, but we are just saying there's something else. Okay, if the doer is still important, we can add a by phrase. So a test on alternative sources of energy will be taken by class 7A. Okay, let's do the exercise and we can practice. So now we're going to complete the magazine article with the passive form of the verbs below. Okay,
Yes,
so we're
teacher.
going to use these words, but we're using the passive form of it. So we need to change these words.
Yes.
Okay, let's look at our article. Can you read it for me?
We are looking for cheap, clean, and effective source of energy. These types of energies weren't called pollution or was natural resource. Solar power is one of these energy sources. It will be provided.
Yeah, okay. Provide, it will be provided.
Yes.
It will be provided. So we need to put the D on the end. Okay, let's see. Sorry, it will be provided. Okay, let's put that over there.
Freely by the sun, 1% of the solar energy that reaches the earth will be enough to provide electricity for the world population of the world. Solar energy will be used.
Yes, will be used.
By many countries around the world. Solar panel will be placed
On the roof. Very good. Will be placed. Okay, we say placed.
on the roofs of houses and other buildings, and the sun energy will be used to heat water. The energy will be stored.
Very good. Be stored.
For a long time, we hope that by using solar energy, the problem of the energy shortage will be solved.
Yes, very good. Okay, so be solved. Okay, well done. Very nice work. Let's save that and move on. Okay, so now we need to change the sentence into the passive voice. Okay, let me make it bigger. Okay, so the example, we will use low energy light bulbs. Low energy light bulbs will be used. Okay, let's look at number one.
Number one, where will be used as an environmentally friendly energy source.
Okay, waves will
Be used as an environmentally friendly energy source.
very good. Okay, I can't fit all of it in here. I'm going to just, you can tell me and then I will tell you if it's correct, okay?
Yes.
Yes, okay, let's do number two.
Number two, a network of wind turbines will be installed to generate electricity.
Okay, very good, perfect.
Number three, in the countryside, plants will be burned to produce heat.
In the countryside, plants will be burned.
Burned
Okay,
to
very good.
produce.
Very good.
Number four, energy consumption will be reduced as much as possible.
Very good. Okay, we say reduced. We don't say reduced.
Reduced.
Very good.
Number five, alternative sources of energy will be developed.
Developed.
Yes. Number six, solar energy will be used to solve the problem of energy shortage.
Very good. Well done. Very nice. Okay, did you learn this before? Do you know it already? Did you do it in your book? Do you have the answer in your book? You know it already?
No, teacher.
Okay, so you're trying and you're doing it now.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Okay. Okay, let's look at the pictures. Write what will be done in the future. Okay, let's see. Let's look at these pictures. Oh, can you see what's happening in the pictures? What do you think this first picture is? Okay, I don't really see. Okay, let's look at this picture number two. I can see what that is. What do you think these are on the roof?
Yes.
They're solar panels.
Solar panel.
Okay, so tell me a sentence of what will happen in the future. What will happen?
Solar panel will be put on the roof.
Yes, perfect. Okay, I think over here they are building a windmill.
A network of my turbines will be installed to generate electricity.
Yes, okay, maybe it's electric turbines. Yes, very good. I can't see the pictures very well, so you have to tell me. Okay, picture 4, what do you see?
Bicycle will be used to travel in the city.
Yes, perfect, to drive in the city. Okay, and what do you see in picture 1? Can you see anything?
Yes, a hydropower station will be put to with the electricity.
Yes, very nice. Good job. Okay, that's perfect. What will be done in the future? All of it is will be, will be, will be. Very good. Okay, let's look at communication. Okay, how big is your carbon footprint? So now we need to answer the questions below with a number from 1 to 4. So we're going to use these words to answer the questions. Let me type these words quickly, then we can go down. Always, sometimes, often, never. Okay, now let's go down. Okay, so in your answers, you're going to use one of these words. Okay. Do you take showers instead of baths? So you're going to answer the question, yes or no, and you're going to use one of these words in your answer.
Yes, teachers, and always.
I always take shower.
I always take shower instead of bath.
Very good. Okay. Do you walk or ride a bike when traveling short distances?
I always walk or ride the bike when traveling short distance.
Okay, you can say yes or no. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Number 3, do you use public transport when traveling long distances?
No, teacher. I never use public transport when traveling long distances.
Okay. Do you use a hand fan to keep cool in summer?
Yes, teacher. Sometimes I use a hand fan to keep cool in summer.
Very good. Okay. And do you use low energy light bulbs?
I often use low energy light bulbs.
Okay, so you'll say yes. I often use. Okay, so always, sometimes, and often is yes. Only never is no.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Do you turn off the lights when leaving a room or going to bed?
Yes, teachers. I always turn off the lights when leaving a room or going to bed.
Okay. And do you only use as much water as you need?
I never only use the as much water as you need.
Okay. If you say only use as much water as you need, so that means you don't use a lot of water. You only use a little bit. You only use what you need. Or do you use a lot of water?
Yes.
Do you like to use lots of water or do you only use a little bit?
Much.
You use a lot? Okay, so you can say, no, I never use, okay, as much water as I need. Okay, number 8. Do you only use a little electricity at home?
Yes, teachers, I always only use a little electricity at home.
Okay, do you use biogas for cooking at home?
No, yes, teachers, I always use biogas for cooking at home.
Okay, and do you go to school by bike?
Yes, always I go to school by bike.
Very good, very nice. Okay, total score 10. Yay. Okay, you did a very good job. Okay, now let's look over here. Work in pairs, add up each other's answers and look up the score below. Okay, so I think the only one was no. You had 2 no's. Okay, this one was a no.
Yeah.
And Public transport was a no. Okay, so let's see your footprint. Okay, so your footprint is small. You are really environmentally friendly. Okay. I know we were supposed to add up these scores, but that's okay. You did well. Okay, so let's talk about your partner's carbon footprint to your group. Use the following prompts. Okay, so now you're going to talk about your own, because I didn't do it. Okay, so you're going to talk about your own footprint and you're going to use these sentences. Okay, do you understand?
No, Jason, can you repeat that?
Okay, so now because we added up, your carbon footprint is very small. That means you're very good with the environment. Okay, so now it says over here, talk about your partner, but now we're going to talk about yours, not your partner. Okay, so my carbon footprint is very small.
Yes.
Okay,
Small.
I am considerate because
I am considerate because I can keep electricity when I don't use, and
okay, so now you're telling us why you are good. Because I only use a little electricity, because I use biogas, because I use a fan to keep cool. So you're telling us what is good.
Yes.
Okay, maybe let's start again. You can tell me from the beginning. My carbon footprint.
My carbon footprint is small. I am considerate because I go to school by bike, use a little electricity at home and water, and I use a little water at home.
Okay.
And I use turn off the lights when I leaving a room or going to bed.
Very good. Okay, that's good. Now I could try harder too.
I could try harder too.
What is something that you said no?
You love energy light pumps.
I could try harder to use public transport.
When traveling long distances.
Okay. By in the future, I can help to.
By
doing what? So choose one of them. By using low energy light bulbs, I can help to, or you can choose anyone.
By use energy light bulb in the futures, and I can
help to save energy around the world.
Yes.
Okay, I can help to save energy.
I can help to save of energy.
Okay, save energy.
Save energy.
Okay, good job. Very nice. Your speaking is very good. Okay, so now let's look at these skills. Okay, we're clear there. We're going to do some reading. Work in pairs, discuss the following questions. Okay, so you can talk to me. Number one, what are the main sources of energy in Vietnam? So what can you tell me? What are the main sources of energy in Vietnam? What do you use the most? Maybe tell me two.
Yeah.
Do you use solar? Do you use turbines? Do you use electricity? What are the main things that you use for energy in Vietnam? Do you use gas?
I think is oil, coal, and natural gas.
Okay, good, very good. And what type of energy sources will be used in the future? Or what do you think? What do you want it to be used in the future?
I think in the future, Vietnam still relies mostly on non-renewable energy sources. However, hydropower is increasingly used here too.
Okay, very good. Okay, now we're going to read the text below and check your ideas. Let's see. Professor Galton is preparing a speech about renewable and non-renewable energy. Read the text, match the verbs with the nouns, then answer the questions. Okay, can you read for me?
Yes, dear guys, I'd like to talk to you today about renewable and non-renewable energy. First few are non-renewable energy sources. They include oil, coal, and natural gas. They can be used to create energy, generate electricity, or traffic machinery. Unfortunately, they are harmful to the environment. Vietnam still relies mostly on non-renewable energy sources. However, hydropower is increasingly used here too. Hydro and nuclear power can generate a great use of energy. They are renewable and plentiful. However, hydro power is limited because dam cannot be built in certain areas. Nuclear power can provide enough electricity for the world's needs, but it is dangerous. The sun and the wind are other alternative source of energy. They were turbines to make electricity. Solar power can be converted to, into electricity. It can be used to heat or cool our house. Although there are some disadvantages, this alternative energy source can offer abundant amounts of clean, safe electricity. They will be valued more and more in the future in Vietnam.
Okay, very good. Well done. Nice reading. Okay, so now let's look over here. We're going to read and now we're going to check your ideas. I think you did very well. Okay. Do you think
Yes.
Vietnam is doing well? Do you think they're using good electricity or good sources of energy?
I think in Vietnam, uh, I think in Vietnam, hydro and nuclear,
Is dangerous.
yes, yes, is dangerous, and sun and the wind are other eliminating source of energy.
Okay, sun and wind would be better. Okay, very good. Let's look over here. Now we're going to match the verbs with the nouns. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have create, drive, generate, turn, heat. So can you tell me, number one, create.
C, create energy.
Okay. Number two.
Number two, dry A, dry machinery.
Machinery. Okay. Number three.
I think number three, E, generate electricity.
Good. Number four.
Number 4, I think is B.
Yes.
Turbines.
Turn turbines. Good. And number 5?
D. His house.
Very
Houses.
good. Okay, well done. Answer the questions. Okay, now are you ready? How many
Yes,
types of energy sources are mentioned in the text and what are they?
Teachers, there are 2. They are renewable and non-renewable.
Okay, so very good. What are the disadvantages of hydro and nuclear power?
Teachers, I think hydropower is limited because dam cannot be built in certain areas. Nuclear power is dangerous.
Yes, perfect. Okay. Why do you think the wind and the sun are called alternative sources of energy?
Because they are natural sources of power and we use them instead of non-renewable sources to get the electricity we need.
Yes, okay. If it's alternative, though, it means that it's like plan B. It's the second one that we're going to use. Okay, after, if the other ones don't work. Okay, number 4. What types of energy does Vietnam use most?
We use non-renewable source of energy most, but we are increasingly using hydropower.
Okay, good. What does the professor think Vietnam will use more in the future?
He thinks Vietnam will use the wind and the sun as alternative source of energy in the future.
Yes, okay. Although there are some disadvantages, these alternative energy sources can offer abundant amounts of clean, safe electricity. Okay. They will be valued more and more in the future in Vietnam. Okay, very good. So he's going for solar power. Oh, sorry, my line is skewed there. Okay, and wind. Okay, now we're going to do some speaking. Work in pairs, ask and answer questions about the advantages and disadvantages of each type of energy source. Okay. Okay, we can read the example. What type of energy is oil?
What type of energy is oil? Is the non-renewable source of energy because it cannot easily be replaced.
Okay, what are its advantages and disadvantages?
It can be used to power machinery, but it also pollutes the environment.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you a different question. What type of energy is solar?
Solar.
Okay, I'm asking you from your mind. You have to tell me from your mind. So you tell me, you can use this for the example of how to answer, but I'm asking something else.
Okay, teachers, I understand.
Okay, so tell me, what type of energy is solar energy?
It is a renewable source of energy because
it can
be used to heat or cool our houses.
Yes, okay, or it can easily be replaced. Okay, and what are its advantages and disadvantages?
Solar can be converted into electricity, but disadvantage I think is the alternative energy source can offer abundant amounts of clean, save electricity.
Okay, a disadvantage is something that's bad about solar electricity. So let's see, what is bad about solar electricity is it also, what was it again? It is limited. Okay, sometimes solar electricity is not as strong as the other electricities. Okay, let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of each type of energy force. Okay, so we're not going to even read here. I want you to tell me an advantage and a disadvantage of fossil fuels.
About
Okay, let's look at fossil fuels. Tell me something that's good and something that's bad. One advantage and one disadvantage.
okay, teacher. Fossil fuel have renewable and non-renewable. I think is non-renewable is include oil, coal, and natural gas.
Okay.
And advantage
Yes.
of this are great energy, generates electricity, dry pick machinery, and disadvantage is harmful to environment.
Yes, perfect. Very good. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let me ask you one more. Can you tell me one advantage and disadvantage about hydro and nuclear power? But don't read this.
Hydro and nuclear power.
Yeah, one advantage and one disadvantage.
Teachers, can I speak hydro first?
Yes, okay, just tell me hydro. Don't worry about nuclear.
Yes, hydropower. I think hydro's advantage is renewable, plentiful use of energy, generate a grid. Yes, and this advantage is can build in certain grids.
Yes, dams. Okay, dams cannot be built in certain areas. Very good. Okay, so you understand it all. Very nice. So now, okay, I don't have any listening. So let's move on past the listening. Let's see. Okay, so now we're going to do some writing. Complete the article, use the phrases below. So, can you still read it? Is that okay? Can you read it?
Yes, teacher.
You can see? Okay. So, the changing climate.
Yes. Teachers, I read and do this.
Yes, okay. So now we need to use these A, B, C, D, E, and we need to put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
As I understand. We use energies for almost everything we do. For heating our homes, cooking our meals, etc. This use of energy is leading to climate change. The world is heating up. When burning fossil fuel for energy, carbon dioxide releases carbon dioxide traps the sun's heat in the atmosphere. And,
Okay, sorry. Number 3. When burning fossil fuel, okay.
and because it can escape, it hits the planet. Over the past 30 years, there has been a growing number of extreme
Extreme.
extreme weather events, such as floods, droughts, and storms. Solution. We should protect our planet by investing in renewable energy. We should choose sources of energies more wisely for our futures and the futures of the planet.
Well done. Very nice. Okay, good job. Okay, let's go and see now. In pairs, discuss the following ways to save energy. Decide on the 5 most important ways. Write them in a notebook. Okay, we don't need to write them. Let's just look at them. Okay,
Yes.
can you read all of them for me? And I want you to tell me which 5 you think is the most important.
Because in this I choose use electricity more expensively.
Efficiently.
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 Yeah.
And I to turn off the lights before going to bed and use low energy lights bulb because I think once we do this, first we can keep electricity and we can reduce our electricity bills.
Yes, very good. Very
And
good.
increase the tax on patrols and avoid using car or motorbike for short trips because when we uh, announce a few of petrol is very high and we will keep petrol.
Yes, okay, we will use less petrol if it's very high. Then
And we
yes.
avoid car or motorbike for short trip because if you go short trip you should walk or ride a bike because it can make makes beautiful environment.
Yes, very good. Very, very nice. Okay, good. Let's see. What should you do? Write a short passage about what we do to save the energy. Okay, you've done that already. You've just told me. That's very good. Okay, let's go. Looking back, put the words into the correct groups. Okay,
Yes.
so let's see. Sources of energy, advantages, disadvantages. Biogas, you can just tell me what it is.
Power, solar energy, nuclear energy, water.
Okay, when I'm going to say the word, you say source of energy or advantage or disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay, biogas.
Clean, cheap, plentiful, available.
Okay, and disadvantage?
Polluted, ex-household, unused, dangerous.
Okay, solar.
Solar.
Advantages?
Okay, teachers. Solar is limit. Advantage is harmful. Sorry,
Cheap.
cheap. Yes. Plentiful.
Clean. Harmful is a bad thing. That means it can hurt you.
Yeah, and disadvantage is polluted, dangerous, limited. Yes.
Okay, and what about nuclear? What's an advantage?
Nuclear, I think, is cheap, clean.
Okay, it's not clean.
Yeah. Oh, okay, teacher.
Plentiful.
Plentiful.
Okay.
And disadvantage is dangerous, polluted.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. You can just give me one, even is fine. And hydro? Hydro, one advantage, one disadvantage.
hydro, hydros limited,
Yes, and?
dangerous.
Okay, very good. Now I want to ask you, okay, so now we've done the sources of energy, but now I want to ask you these words. Are you going to tell me if it's advantage or disadvantage? Okay,
Yes.
expensive. Is that advantage or disadvantage?
This disadvantage.
Yes, okay. Exhaustible.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Unlimited.
Advantage.
Yes. Plentiful.
Advantage.
Good. Polluting.
Disadvantage.
Okay. Clean.
Advantage.
Dangerous.
Disadvantage.
Cheap.
Advantage.
Harmful.
Disadvantage.
Yes. Limited.
Disadvantage.
Yes. Available.
Advantage.
Yay. Well done. Good job. Okay, now we're going to do some grammar. Complete the sentences using the verbs in brackets in the future continuous. Okay. Number one.
Number one, you will recognize her when you see her. She will be wearing a green hat.
Yes, perfect. Number two.
I'll be on holiday this time next week. I will be lying on a beautiful beach.
Lying on a bed. Okay, number three.
At 10 o'clock tomorrow, he will be working in his office.
Number four.
I will be in England next year.
Okay, number five.
Number 5. They will be building their house this time next month.
Well done. Very good. Okay, change the following sentences into the passive voice.
Yes.
Okay, teacher will read the sentence. You're going to tell me the new sentence. People in Britain will spend a lot of money on heating next year.
A lot of money will spend on heating next year.
Will be spent.
And on heating next year.
Okay. People will use biogas for fuel in homes and for transport.
Biogas will be used for fuels in homes and for transport.
We will use renewable energy sources like wind and solar energy to solve the problem of pollution.
Renewable energy shall light wind and solar energy will use to solve the problem of pollution.
Will be used to solve the problem of pollution. Okay, we will reduce our use of electricity to save our energy.
The use of electricity will be reduced to save our energy.
Good. They will build a hydropower station in this area next year.
A hydropower station will be area next year.
Will be built. Okay, they will build. So we say built. Built. We spell it like B-U-I-L-T. Okay. Almost done. We're doing very well. Let's see. We've got 5 minutes left. So let's do this one and then we finish for today. Complete the dialogue using the future continuous form of the verb. Okay. Okay, you can read all of it for me, please, and tell me the words.
Yes. I'm going to go to university. 6 years from now, I'll be running a big company. I expect we'll be earning lots of money. I don't know what I will be doing. What about you, Linda? What will you be do
Doing?
doing? Do you think?
What
I'll be
will
late.
you do?
What you do?
So,
I'm going to do any work. I intend to marry someone. I will be hosting parties all the time with our head robot that will be doing all the work. And you will both get invitation.
okay, good. Sorry, let me see here. What about you, Linda? What will you be doing? Okay. Sorry, I must correct you. Communication. Now we've got some pictures. Look at the pictures, work in groups, and answer the questions. Okay, you can just tell me from these pictures. What do you use in your house?
I think I use biogas.
You use biogas? Where do you use it? When you cook your food?
Yes, I use biogas when I cook foods. I use a little bit water.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you use a fan in summer or do you use a hand fan?
I think when you're very hot, uh, we need to use fan, and when you hot, uh, bus can bus
Just a
can
little bit hot.
yes, a little bit hot. We need use hand fan to keep electricity.
Yes, okay, very good. Let's see, do you use your biogas to heat water or do you use a kettle?
Yes, I use biogas to water.
When you have coffee or tea, you use biogas?
Yes, when I drink coffee, drink milk, cook noodle. Yes,
Okay, and you put it on the stove.
yes.
Okay, very good. Very good. Well done. Okay.
Um,
Yes, you want to ask me a question?
no, yes, teacher. Teacher, what should you do to save energy?
What should you do to save energy? Okay, so tell me, what should you do? Are you asking me the question? Okay, what you should do, you should use biogas. Okay, looking at this picture, biogas when you drink coffee or tea.
Yes,
Okay,
and cook noodle.
and cook
I
noodle.
use yes, I use a little bit water.
Yes, picture 3.
Picture 3. In the pictures, I can see the freeze open, and I think when you open a freeze a long time, I think is save energy and it's don't good for electricity.
Yes, okay, you must always keep it closed. If you leave it
Yeah,
open, all the energy goes out and it uses a lot.
yes. And the pictures for I think we need use fan when very hot, but when used a little bit hot, I think we need you a hand fan to keep electricity.
Yes, very
And
good.
picture 5. In the picture, I can see anyone, and in the house, I think the lights uh, are open, and I think
Is
it
on.
don't go. for electricity, and we need to turn off this.
Yes, very good. The light is on. Very good. Okay, well done. Picture 6.
Picture 6. Ice use biogas to cook food. Yes.
Okay, well done. Very nice. You did very good today. Okay,
Thank you, teacher.
we are finished today, and I will see you next time.
See you next time with my teacher.
Goodbye. Well done. Good job.
With my teachers.